Today is March 11, 2025. We're just getting out of the courtroom. So this is regarding the illegal trespass that was issued to both myself and my mother, violating our First Amendment rights, violating the Sixth Amendment, violating our constitutional rights. I've been trespassed because I go into court and I write down and I report on everything that happens in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case. And this is really the reason why this sheriff's department, this Commonwealth attorney, does not want people that are competent in the courtroom. They don't like that people are reporting on what's going on in the Mustafa Al-Jazari case. In just the last hearing that Mustafa's had, a status hearing, where the judge, Carol Weimer, appointed his best friend as the attorney. This is his best friend of over 2 decades. Imagine a judge calling on to his best friend who's not listed as court appointed, who's not listed on the public defender's list, yet the judge gets to call his best friend and assign him as counsel for Mustafa Al-Jazari. This is clearly a violation of due process, okay? There is no impartiality when you have the judge's best friend sit there in the courtroom and pretend to defend Mustafa. Now, since we've made that public, this court-appointed lawyer that was appointed by Judge Carol Weimer has withdrawn himself because he knows the implication. He knows what he's getting himself involved in. And he withdrew right away, okay? So this is what happens when you have transparency. People that are planning ill will for Mustafa, they run away. And that's what happened with this last attorney. He ran away, okay? He only stalled Mustafa's case for 3 months and then decided to run away, not citing any reason. Okay, today I filed an injunction. I had a hearing for today where the judge was supposed to listen to my case. The sheriff's office have trespassed me because I go to court in Mustafa's case, and because I document and I report on it to the public. And they don't like that. They don't like that people are actively listening to what's going on in the courtroom. They don't like that people are actively informing the public of the corruption that's going on inside of this courthouse behind me, the Prince William County Courthouse. They don't like that a judge is being exposed. They don't like that a jail who tortures and beats and sexually assaults inmates and murders inmates. There are 17 murders at this jail, and the community doesn't know about it. This community is not informed. And when someone does come in to inform this community, they don't like it. They trespass you. I was trespassed because I was given a no trespass order because they claimed that I brought in an unauthorized item into the courtroom. Now, I have a letter from Mustafa's previous attorney where he's asking me to bring in the dash cam that was supposed to be used as evidence in the Mustafa's motion to dismiss case. Okay? I brought this item at the request of Mustafa's attorney. The sheriff's office, the sheriff's deputies, allowed this item to go in. They ran it through their x-ray machine 4 times. They scanned it, and they physically handed this item over to me inside the courtroom. I have a letter from Mustafa's previous attorney where he's requesting I bring this item as evidence in Mustafa's case. Okay? Now, the sheriff wants to say that I brought in a GoPro camera. Even though they took this item, they inspected it, physically inspected it, they ran it through an x-ray machine, and they gave it to me inside the courtroom on October 31st. Okay, now I have the incident report where they admit that they took this item, they scanned it, they observed it, they inspected it, and they handed it over to me. And I wasn't given the no trespass order until a month and a half later. This is clearly a targeted effort to get rid of anyone that brings transparency into these courtrooms, these kangaroo courtrooms. okay? This is clearly a kangaroo court. I mean, today, the judge says, we're going to move this case forward onto another date because we need to bring someone who's independent. I mean, did they not know that the sheriff is being sued today? Is this like they just woke up today and found out that the sheriff is being sued? That there's a conflict of interest? I don't mind. I said, okay, let's hear the case anyways. But the judge says, no, we need to get somebody else to hear this case. I mean, here's the thing. Why they're delaying the inevitable, okay? They're clearly delaying this case from going to court. What are they so afraid of? It's very obvious and clear. They allowed a piece of evidence to come into the courtroom, okay? And they're trying to use that as an excuse to remove me, my mother, my family members from the courtroom. But it's not going to work. It's not going to work because we represent ourselves and we're going to stand up for our rights and we're going to continue to fight. The next courtroom is on, March 27? March 27 at 1 p.m. at the Prince William County General District Court. So now they claim they're going to bring someone who's non-biased, who's independent. But really, we see what's happening behind the scenes. They want to make sure that whoever is listening to this case is someone that they're going to bring in. It's not really about impartiality because we know that impartiality doesn't exist at Prince William County. So they want to make sure that whoever they're bringing is someone that is going to do the bidding of the sheriff's office. And that's what they're doing. They want to make sure that whoever's sitting behind the bench is going to be doing the bidding of Sheriff Glenn Hill.